If you're considering relocating to the Cary, North Carolina area and looking for an executive level home with access to either golf, tennis, or other amenities, you're in the right place. Hi, I'm Trish Dare, your luxury expert here in the Raleigh, North Carolina area and surrounding suburbs. And today I'm filming from the beautiful new park that we have in downtown Cary. This 7-acre park opened in 2023, and it has quickly become the heartbeat of downtown Cary and a favorite among residents here. This park is beautiful. It features walkable paths throughout the park, botanical gardens, and play areas for children. It has a green area where they have music and amphitheater. There's coffee shops, really beautiful park. And it features the Nest, which is one section of the playground, which was just recently awarded the #1 playground in America by USA Today. And just like this park, the 3 neighborhoods that I'm going to be discussing in Cary today balance natural beauty and lifestyle. I'm going to walk you through 3 distinct neighborhoods in Cary that offer very different amenities, but are all beautiful neighborhoods. They are MacGregor Downs, Preston, and Montvale. And make sure you stick around to the end because I'm going to be sharing something that's happening right around this neighborhood here that's around the park. So you're going to want to listen to what's happening in downtown Cary. Let's get started with MacGregor Downs. MacGregor Downs defines a neighborhood of timeless elegance. It's built around a scenic lake, which is Lake MacGregor, and it includes about 620 homes. The homes range from 1970s ranches that are still some originals that are in the neighborhood to newer homes that were built where those old homes were. They're knocking them down and building beautiful new homes, especially along some of the golf course lots. Of course, at the center of the neighborhood is MacGregor Downs Country Club, and MacGregor Downs Country Club feels like you're walking into an old Scottish pub. It has dark wood, cozy corners, and it does feel like an old world charm. The club itself features an 18-hole golf course that was designed by Willard Bird. It has 6 tennis courts, a swim team, walking trails, and an immense calendar of social activities. And what I really love about MacGregor is that the location. It is located minutes from this Downtown Cary Park in downtown Cary. It also has easy access to both US 1 and 64 as the neighborhood is situated between those 2 roads. And then you have easy access to Kildare Farm Road, so making it easy to get to most places throughout the triangle, such as downtown Raleigh, the airport, and Research Triangle Park. And you are also minutes away from WakeMed Cary Hospital. MacGregor is also close to shopping and restaurants and anything that you're going to need throughout your day. In fact, right across the entrance from MacGregor is MacGregor Village, where you'll find a few of my favorite restaurants, such as Wasabi and Cilantro. There's also a yoga studio, and for you exercise enthusiasts, there's an Orange Theory, and there's actually a Lifetime Fitness right down the road as well. Another place in that village is MacGregor Draft House, which is a great place to watch sports. And then, of course, there's a, back in the 80s, it's an 80s bar. So for you folks that grew up in the 80s like myself and are feeling for a little bit of nostalgia, you can head over there on the weekends and listen to some 80s music and dance just like in the old days. Then, of course, there are many grocery stores surrounding MacGregor. You have Whole Foods right down the road, which will be found in Waverly Plaza, which also has some other restaurants and some shopping. And then you're very close to Harris Teeter, Publix, everything that you're going to need. As far as the homes in MacGregor, as I mentioned, there are some that were built in the 70s and 80s, and those still exist. So you're going to find older ranches with those 8-foot ceilings that are going to need renovation. There also are a few townhouse complexes within the neighborhood, giving you that lock and leave lifestyle. And then you're going to have your larger homes, your more stately homes. Again, they've been knocking down some of the older homes and building new homes throughout the neighborhood. And the neighborhood itself has beautiful mature trees. Walking through the neighborhood is just beautiful. So it's a really gorgeous neighborhood. A few of the things you want to note before maybe choosing MacGregor is that because it is so conveniently located to many things and is situated between, as I mentioned, US 1 and 64, there can be some streets within the neighborhood that you do hear some road noise, and that's just the trade-off for being close to many things around the triangle. And then also because there are so many trees in the neighborhood, you may have some homes that may be a little darker and not letting in as much sunlight. So that's something that you want to consider when you're choosing your lot and the home. And then again, as I mentioned, a lot of these older homes are being knocked down. So at the price points, most homes in this neighborhood are starting around $800,000. And those are going to be for those homes that need a lot of renovation, up to over $3 million. Next up, we're going to go and take a look at Preston. Preston is a large and well-established luxury community. And one thing about Preston, it's made up of several distinct subdivisions within the Preston community. And it's all centered around Prestonwood Country Club. If you are an avid golfer, if you ever get bored with playing a course, you have plenty to choose from in Preston. There's also an amazing tennis center, and they have tennis, pickleball courts. They have both hard and clay courts. And also, as far as the homes in Preston, there is a big variety of homes. They have homes from those condos, townhouses for that lock and leave lifestyle. And of course, you have more stately homes, especially some of the ones on the golf course. And then you have some moderate homes. Homes priced in Preston run around from anywhere from $500,000 all the way up to $3 million, depending on the size and location. And when we're comparing Preston to MacGregor, the homes in Preston are going to be a little bit newer. The neighborhood was developed back in the 90s, so not as old as the ones you'll find in MacGregor. So they may need a little bit of refreshing or updating, but it may not be as much of a renovation as you might have to do with homes that you find in MacGregor. And then as far as location, Preston is also located within a great area. It is situated right off of Davis Drive. It has access to NC 55, 540, and again, your minutes, maybe 15 minutes from Research Triangle Park to Raleigh-Durham International Airport. And then as far as shopping and dining, you're close to many options there. You have Park West Village, which you'll find your Whole Foods, your Target, a few restaurants, and then you're close to the newly developed Fenton, which is a newer shopping center that was just opened a few years ago, and they keep adding stores there and restaurants. And so that is also conveniently located actually to both Preston and MacGregor. In fact, they just opened the Crawford & Sons restaurant, which they have a location in Raleigh, so they just opened one there in Fenton. There's also a brewery, Bavana, which is in downtown Raleigh. They just opened a second location in Fenton. And then you're going to find some shopping such as Williams-Sonoma, Pottery Barn, Lululemon, just to name a few. And in Preston, just like in MacGregor, you are close to medical and hospitals. And one thing to note, if you are moving to the area, it's funny because I was told when I moved here 17 years ago that most everything is reachable within 20 minutes. And that really seemed to be the case, and it still is. Most anything you need to get to around the Triangle area, you can get to in 20 minutes. A couple of things that you would want to know with some downsides to Preston would be, one, it's not a gated community. And that's something I wanted to bring up as well, because there are not very many gated communities within the Triangle as a whole. The other thing is, even though it's very close to RDU and the location of Preston is amazing, because of being close to the airport, you do hear some airplane traffic. And then the other thing, because Preston is so big with all of those subdivisions, it is definitely spread out. So it's not as cohesive as a neighborhood as, say, MacGregor. And the other thing is, if you are in some of those subdivisions, you may have to cross over public roads to get to the country club. Okay, well, let's take a look at the third neighborhood that I'm going to be discussing today, and that's Montvale. Montvale is the newest of the three neighborhoods, and it's located a little bit further west. It sits on the Apex-Cary border in West Cary, and it includes about 120 custom homes. These homes are gorgeous. They have that traditional transitional style. They're all built by custom builders. Most of the homes started around 2017, and they're just finishing up now. Driving through this neighborhood is just beautiful. And while Montvale doesn't have golf or tennis, it is close to those amenities throughout the Triangle, and it does sit along the Tobacco Trail, which is a long trail that goes up into Durham. Perfect trail for biking, for walking. I've even seen horses on this trail, and residents can join the nearby 12 Oaks, MacGregor, or Prestonwood. The neighborhood is located off Green Level Road Church, giving it great access to 540. In fact, you're, again, only 20 minutes to Raleigh-Durham International and Research Triangle Park, as well as the area hospitals. You have Beaver Creek Commons for shopping, such as Target. There's a Costco down the road. And then, of course, you're close to many restaurants throughout the triangle, making Montvale a great location as well. One of the things you'll notice as you drive through Montvale is that it doesn't have as many mature trees as, say, a MacGregor, but the homes are the newest out of all of the neighborhoods. So when you're buying a home in here, you probably don't have to do the renovations that you would have to do if you were purchasing in either MacGregor or Preston. The homes in this neighborhood range from about 1.6 million up to about 2.5 million. But the homes, like I mentioned, are newer built, so you're not having to do the renovations like you would in the other neighborhoods. So as I mentioned in the beginning of the video, I was going to give you a bonus neighborhood, and that is the neighborhood that's surrounding this park in downtown Cary. We have seen over the last few years, older homes that surround this park are being knocked down and new homes are being built. And these range from cute cottages to beautiful new homes. And also what you can find are some townhouses, there's some condos, and also some apartments. There's several townhouses. In fact, they're building some more. And you're going to find that they come equipped with beautiful rooftop terraces and everything you need for that lock and leave lifestyle. And what's great about living in downtown Cary is that you have access to some great restaurants that are starting. There's breweries. So there really has been this regentrification of downtown Cary where new things are coming. This new park that's about 2 years old has been the heart of it. And so we're really starting to see some great things in downtown Cary that had been an area that just was a little tired. So while I highlighted only 3 neighborhoods and then of course the bonus downtown Cary area, there are many great neighborhoods throughout Cary. And even the neighborhoods that I talked about today, make sure you subscribe to my channel because I'm going to be doing a deeper dive into those in future videos. And as a recap, the homes in MacGregor Downs are going to run from anywhere from $800,000 up to $4 million. In Preston, you'll be able to find properties from $500,000 up to over the $3 million mark. And then of course in Montvale, that's the newer location, that's the newer homes where you'll find homes from $1.5 million to $2 million. And again, if you're planning on making a move to the Cary area, I would love to be your guide. Please visit Dare Realty Group to schedule a consultation or drop a comment below with any of your questions. And be sure to like this video and subscribe and hit the bell so you never miss a video on luxury living throughout the triangle. Thanks again for watching, and I'll see you on the next video.